Yeah, you already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do.
Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and let me just tell you, it is good. It is good. Remember where you were right now when we got together. Right now, wherever you're sitting, wherever you are watching this, remember where we were when we came together for this very special video and episode from the Poindexter Lounge. Like I said, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know this. The Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where we can all get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, destroying, absolutely crumbling to their foundations, the naysayers and the haters. And if those are things, ladies and gentlemen, that get your blood pumping in the morning, get you up and just going, oh my gosh, then you have to hit that subscribe button. I mean, you just have to. You got to do it. Come on. If you haven't done it, do it right now. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers. We need you. We need you. We're going to throw an awesome party and have a lot of fun when it happens. So we need you. So hit that subscribe button and also go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you know when we put out videos, because you're going to want to be here. The more stuff that gets dropped like this, you're going to want to be here for it along with me. Speaking of people here along with me, like I said, thank you for joining us. We're going to get to the chat room. You guys are awesome. The chat room's filling up already. Look at there. Film Gob is in the is in there. Hey Gob. You know what? I will actually so I got a couple people here. But Gob, I'm going to send whoops, where'd you go? There you go. Gob, I'm going to send you a link because I'd love to have you in on this if you can. We'd love to have you in here as well. But speaking of people in here with me, we're not going to have a huge group today, but I wanted to bring some sensible folks to the chat. Now you all know, like we've been blocking out the haters, and we're going to continue blocking out the haters. But you know, we got to mention it when Momoa comes in with a bomb, like Alex, the filmmaker, says right here, and just like a nuclear, just Atlantean bomb that literally just levels everything. This is awesome, and we're going to get into it. So, but with me today on the panel, of course, we're going to bring in, first of all, a guy who's very level-headed. I love his take on stuff. You love his take. You see him everywhere, man. He's on everybody's channel. He's awesome. He's great. He's coming to you straight up. That's right. He's the master of none, yet we know that he is a master of all. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian, master of none.
What is up, Enosh? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. And you know what? This guy was obviously, he was backstage first, but I always like to save him to bring him in last. And you know why? Because for something like this, we got to have a man like this. That's right. We got to have a man who stands up for all those things that we know, ladies and gentlemen, the things that we love, the things that we know to be right. And I speak of none other than the True 31.
Yes. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, heck yeah. Because when you got something like this, you got to bring the truth. And Absolutely. Today we are bringing the truth. We're going to drop some bombs because, oh my gosh, this is just fantastic. Guys, okay, so first of all, if you all don't know, let me get all this branding out of the way here so that we're all not cutting each other off. I just had to get that in there. So today, I'm at a store, and all of a sudden, Brian, was it you that posted that?
I was just randomly scrolling through my Instagram, and I just started following Jason Momoa, and I was like, what? 3 minutes ago? Are you kidding me? So I went in the group chat and I was like, hey guys. Yeah. I was like, whoa, because I was kind of on the fence, unsure, didn't want to, go, but now, no, I'm all in, dude. I stand with Great Fisher.
Oh my God.
100%, man.
This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Now, Truth, we were talking off air
Yes.
just before we came in. You mentioned the fact that, like, I've had you on the channel. We've talked about this several times, you and me, Truth. And I think actually, Brian, you were in here the last time we were talking about this.
Yeah.
This is a good panel for this. So, because last one was really good. So, Truth, share with me your thoughts on what you said to me about maybe some prognostication that you had.
Well, I always said that we were just waiting for Jason Momoa. I always said Jason Momoa, he was going to be the guy. He was going to be the one to drop the truth bomb and just shatter this whole myth about people saying, oh, Ray Fisher is lying. We can't believe him. And here is Aquaman himself to the rescue, dropping the truth bomb. And now I hear, what's that? Oh, I hear crickets. Oh, I don't hear anything anymore, do I? Because Jason Momoa came and dropped the truth. Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see the Justice League members come together and fight for unity, fight for truth. And now we got it. And now
Truth Adamus. Now look, Truth Adamus. Truth Adamus. Look at his toothy Nightwing grin, man. He's right there. He's got you. Look, we've talked about Truth Adamus. Hashtag Truth Adamus. Look, we've talked about this so many times. This is a story that obviously a lot of you guys even know who I am just because of this story. Like, he had no clue who I was before all this. And I tell you, this is real. Look at this. I'm actually tearing up because I'm so happy right now.
Well, it's vindication on so many levels. It's like, oh, thank you.
Dude, I'm smiling so hard that I kid you not. Like, I was not doing this, and all of a sudden I just literally got a little overwhelmed. I kid you not. Because you guys don't know, man, since this whole thing started, and so many of us, and I thank you to everyone out there. I mean, like, thank you to everyone who has stood up for Ray Fisher, who has tweeted out hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher, who has stood with Zack Snyder, who has, hashtag, released the Snyder cut. And we've seen one wall fall after another, even with, and you know what? I'm just going to say it because Andy, Jody. Yeah, there you go. Take your freaking L.
Take it.
Love it.
I'm sorry. I have not voiced your names in so long, and you know what? They kind of sound funny, coming out of my mouth. But I will just say this: you know what? Y'all lost, right? Like, this is, you know who said it best. You know who said it best, and I've had it sitting here waiting.
They're trying. Let me just break it down for you like this. I can summarize everything up in simply 2 words. You lost.
Oh, take it. Take that L, ladies and gentlemen. Take that L. All you naysayers, all you haters, all the people like today that at least a couple times a week, I still get somebody who woke up out of their coma from the last 3 months and actually messages me, yay, Fisher. Like they just discovered it. Like, oh, and I still get people who still like, I can't believe, like, what? It's like been 3 months now, and it's like, oh, I can't believe that you said that he didn't say yay Fisher. He said yay. It's like, go back to bed. Go back to bed, Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah.
All right.
Old news.
You kind of missed the boat. You missed the boat. All right. So yes, all you prognosticators, Jody Damas, where were you when Jason Momoa was laying the smack down on you?
He was at home washing his tights.
So look, what are we talking about? If you guys have not seen it, we're going to share it with you right now because it is a thing of beauty. I almost want to print this out, and I almost want to print out like every one of Ray Fisher's tweets or like Instagram messages or whatever and like frame them because this has been a thing of beauty. It's art. Oh my gosh. It's fantastic. We're going to get to comments in just a second. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is what was just posted just a little. I mean, like, how long ago was this, Brian? This was just like
about an hour ago.
About an hour ago?
Yeah.
It was fantastic right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, just as I was reading it, my mouth just slowly dropped. I was like, oh my God. Dude, the floodgates are starting to open, man.
Breaking news. And I hope the haters are here. I hope you're watching. I hope you got a real comfy chair because that butt must hurt. Let me tell you something. I hope you got the nice padding in there. I hope that you didn't skimp on your computer chair or that couch or that recliner that you bought, that you got the nice, cushy sponge or the what is
The
that?
hemorrhoid donut.
The hemorrhoid donut, whatever you
Always
got.
comfortable.
because you're gonna need it after this. Oh my gosh. So Pride of Gypsies, which just in case you weren't aware, is the ever cool, ever present Jason Momoa. Jason is just, look at this guy. Like, even when he's got a microphone up in his mouth, he's cool. Like, and look at Ray Fisher sitting there next to him, just like, yep.
He's a rock star, man.
He is, man. He's like the rock star. This guy made Aquaman cool.
Yeah.
Come on.
He did.
Come on.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Okay, so he says today, this crap has to stop and needs to be looked at. At Ray Fisher and everyone else who experienced what happened under the watch of Warner Brothers Pictures needs proper investigation. I just think it's effed up that people released a fake frosty announcement without my permission to try to distract from Ray Fisher speaking up about the crappy way we were treated on Justice League reshoots. Serious stuff went down. It needs to be investigated and people need to be held accountable. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. Aloha Jay. And then, of course, there's Ray's comment back to him. Yes. You already know, bro. You already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. And then I love it's got the trident, and he's actually for some reason didn't show up there, but he's got the Borg arm flexing. Can I just say this? Take it. Take it all in. Love it. Look closely at this tweet, all you haters. Look closely, everyone who messages me. Look closely, everyone who has defended anyone who's come against Ray Fisher. All those Jody supporters, all those Andy Signors of the world, all you Muppets, all you crazed idiots, all of you guys who got nothing, that you've had nothing from the very beginning. You know what? I will address you. I will talk about it. And I will say this. Y'all lost. You're losing every day, every battle. Now, look, when Jason Momoa came out last week and he dropped like a little thing, he just dropped a little, tweet basically in support of Ray. They tried to spin that, guys. They tried to spin that right into, well, we don't know what that's all about and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Jason Momoa just left no room for any doubt as to what he literally goes on and said. I mean, he says right there, folks, that stuff went down, that stuff happened, that things were done improperly on the set. He says right here, without my permission, trying to distract from Ray Fisher speaking up about the crappy way we were treated on Justice League reshoots. Serious stuff went down. It needs to be investigated, and people need to be held accountable. And you notice here, he did not at Warner Media, because Warner Media are the people that they're working together with that are trying to help them. It's Warner Brothers Pictures.
Yeah.
Get it right, folks. It's Warner Brothers Pictures who have caused all the problems. Here we are. This is where we're at, folks. It's a great day for the truth. Speaking of which, truth. What do you think, man? What do you think of this, bro?
I love this. I love it. I love that, like you said, it left no room. Jason left no room for interpretation. It's all there, black and white, plain as day. And I love the shade. He's like, with the whole Frosty announcement, he was like, what the hell is that? Like, you didn't have my permission on that. What are you talking about? Get that garbage out of here. Get that nonsense out of here. I'm Aquaman, bro. What are you doing? And I love, again, it just shows that Jason Momoa is such a loyal guy. He loves Zach. He loves his cast. He loves Ray Fisher. And I love the unity that they have. He stands with Ray Fisher, and he's going to bat for them, and I love it. It's rare to see in Hollywood where such like the castmates are so close together, and it's awesome to see it. And again, Jason Momoa is the rock star. He's Aquaman. Again, you don't mess with this guy. He's a bull in a china shop, and he was just ready to let loose. and he did. And oh, it's amazing.
Heck yeah. What's up, William? Good to see you, William. Good to see you. Hey, ACS, I just sent you a link actually as well. So if you want to join in, I'd love to have you in as well. McLovin, the man, the myth, the cult master, Enosh. That's right. Hey, look, I will proudly. I didn't pick the cult life. The cult life chose me. And I will gladly wear. I don't even know where it's at. I don't even know where. Oh, you know what? I got it right here. I will gladly wear my hood and stand up for Ray Fisher all day long. Look at there. Even Zod Rider's in there. Pow, 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 pow. We are going strong, folks. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yeah. Look how sad he is all alone. Yeah. but he didn't say that. It doesn't matter. He lost.
Loser.
The smallest violin playing
Exactly.
the saddest song.
Poor baby.
Playing taps.
What's up, everybody? Good to see you all. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Andrew? Andrew, I know, has got to be shocked. Andrew's been on the fence here as well. But
I saw Max in there too.
Oh, it's Max in here?
Yeah,
oh, Max, dude. I thought Max would be working. So hold on a second, Max. I'll get you in here too, man. I'll get you in here. There's some of our good friends that I would love to hear your takes, especially some of you who I know Max has really tried to be like
center on it, kind of.
Yeah. Yes. And so I totally get that. So I'd love to hear from Max, actually. What's up, Damon Impact? Hey, everybody. This is going to be good. Yes, it is. Heck yeah. Let's see. Arkham says, how you doing? I'm glad that Jason Momoa is speaking out, but I'm a little worried that he could be fired as Aquaman for doing this.
No.
He ain't getting fired from they made him $1 billion. He made him $1 billion.
Exactly.
Cash cow. Not going to happen.
Exactly.
Like the $1 million said. $1 Million Man said, money, 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 money. Everybody's got a price. Jeff Johns is a little higher. What's up, Barcelona B? Always love having you in here. Let's see. Oh, Mindful. Yes, Momoa just dropped a bomb. Absolutely. What's up, Rel? How will the Clown Corner and Muppet Senor? Here's my reenactment, ladies and gentlemen, of Andy Signor reading this post for the first time. Kermit! Kermit! Kermit!
Cash app.
Cash app. Oh my gosh. Yes, Momoa with the bomb for sure. What's up, Sickness? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while, Sickness. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. If they fire Jason, it just gives more proof that it's true. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I can imagine
I did.
The riots.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably wouldn't sell another movie ticket again.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? People would be ticked.
I love Aquaman.
Benson's, hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Jody will be choking on his KFC. He needs to admit that he was wrong, as does his puppet, Andy Signor. Jody needs to be a man and take the L. Sure enough. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are graced with the man himself, the Film Gob.
What's happening?
What's going on?
R.I.P. Frosty the Snowman movie. R.I.P. I was streaming with Fatal J, Abu Nas, and a few others at Zeverfet when someone in the chat check Jason Momoa's Instagram. I was like, oh, let's check it out. And I was not expecting that. It wasn't how a massive slap in the face to Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's hilarious.
Wow, what timing? I was just clicked it and I was like, oh, Gob's here.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah, people know that I've been doing more trying to go after the arguments lately. I apologize to Ray Fisher. I didn't doubt him, but I was addressed. There's no like you said in your thumbnail. There's no spin in this. There's no spinning this.
Yeah.
Momoa is going hard on it. Listen, is that right that now people are going to perk up now that Momoa? You don't want to mess with Momoa. Who wants to mess with it? I mean, but for real, I mean, that's legit now. He's going hard at it too. I don't understand the Frosty thing though. I don't know what that's about. Frosty the Snowman movie or something? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What's that part of this?
He's supposed to voice Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, okay.
In a movie that I guess is Jeff Johns involved in that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing that when Ray Fisher made the statement about the abuse and everything, they just came out, or Deadline came out with the story about, oh yeah, Jason Momoa is going to voice Frosty the Snowman. It's from John Berg and Jeff Johns. So hey, everything's not as bad as Ray is saying.
Well, that makes a whole lot more sense then.
Yeah.
In light of that, I mean, to know that, because I didn't actually see that one, but man, to see that and then to read the statement that he says, okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. Where he's like, it's effed up that people released a fake Frosty announcement without my permission.
I'm on Poindexter's stream right now
to try to distract from Ray Fisher speaking up about the crappy way that we were treated on Justice League reshoots. Wow, that even brings more legitimacy to that statement than that he's like that if they did that, God, because I didn't see that, so that's even more than.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago it happened, but it's strange though, because Jason Momoa must have been kind of sitting on this. He must have heard that story come out like weeks ago, months ago, and he must have been sitting there thinking, what the hell? So he must have been waiting his time, maybe drop this at the right time, and he's finally decided to speak.
Well, a lot of us, and Truth said it. We've said it on a lot of us have set it up on various streams and things where we've talked about the fact that who was going to be the next person to come out, and Jason Momoa has always been kind of the agreement of everybody that it's got to be Jason. Jason's the most vocal. Yeah. Jason's the most like I don't care type of guy. Like he's the most that he would say something like this. Like I what are you going to do to me? Like, what, you're going to go after Jason Momoa? Are you seriously going to go after Jason Momoa? That would not be a smart thing to do. Yeah.
I mean, Henry talk next. I mean, I wanted to see Henry Cavill talk about that mustache.
Yeah, right.
Throw some shade at him for that shit.
Well, Truth and I'm sorry, and then I want to hear what you guys had to say. But Truth and I were talking before we went on about like who would be the next person to go on. Right? Who would be the next person to do something like this? And we were talking about though, it's interesting that it appears that they're kind of going in order that you would expect them to do it from their characters, right? Like you would expect Jason Momoa's character as Aquaman to be the very vocal one, because of his the way he acts in Justice League, or ways in the Snyderverse. But like we both kind of thought like Gal Gadot has got a lot to lose by doing this. She's obviously got Wonder Woman 84 still coming out, so I don't think that she's going to be the next one to come out. Henry Cavill is kind of being Superman in this whole thing, and kind of just being the quiet leader. So my question, Max had to go. See you, Max. But what is your guys' opinions about who you think if somebody else does come out, who would be the next person to do something?
I would say Gal Gadot.
Really?
Yeah, because her name's been mentioned quite a bit when it comes to these rumors about fighting with Joss Whedon and abuse from Joss Whedon. So,
okay, I
think she'd be the next.
You don't think the fact that Wonder Woman 84 is still yet to come out would affect that in any way?
I don't know. Maybe it's like, didn't his kind of name get removed from Wonder Woman from the what do you call it?
You mean Jeff Johns?
Oh, Jeff Johns?
Yeah, Jeff Johns. His name got removed.
No, I think he's still a producer on it.
All right.
I think he's still involved. Unfortunately.
All right.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Do you guys? Well, Truth, I know who yours is, and we could talk about that in a second. But Brian, what do you think, man? Who do you think would be the next one?
Affleck.
Okay.
I think he walked away for a reason. A few years back, and I think he's professional enough not to spill the beans right away. But I think when the beans are already spilled and you've got something to say on the matter, I think it would make sense if he were to speak up.
Yeah,
think of the weight though if Ben Affleck were to come out and say that.
Oh my gosh, we'd all be gathered back around together once again, around the campfire, as it were, to do it
Sing
again.
Sing us a song, you're the Batman.
Oh my God. True. You and I were talking about this before, and you said that you thought it would be Ben Affleck. Now, tell everybody your reasons for it.
I think because Ben Affleck, out of all the cast members, has nothing to lose. He's not involved or anything other than, possibly the HBO Max series, which, by the way, he followed HBO Max, by the way, which is really intriguing. So especially the headache that Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns had because Ben Affleck had the Batman script, and according to rumors, Jeff Johns kept meddling, like, put this in. No, Ben was like, no, I don't want to put that in. Put this in. I was like, okay, fine, I'll put it in. And of course, just the whole headache, and of course, with Justice League, he was just like got embarrassed throughout that whole movie. And Ben Affleck, you can see in his performance that he didn't want to be there. He's just like, I'll just give me the paycheck and I'll put on this fucking Batman costume, whatever. So I think he's the one. Again, like I said, he has nothing to lose. He's not involved with Jeff Johns at all, so he's gonna be like, hey, I'll say something. Probably, like Brian said, professionally. I don't think he's gonna be too outspoken about it, but he's gonna definitely, be vocal about it and let everyone know what happened. So I think it's gonna be Ben Affleck next.
Yeah. I mean, like I kind of feel that way too, just because I think that, like you said, Ben has gone through a lot because of this. He went to the brink. He came back. But after Gob mentioned what he mentioned, I think if there's a clear way that Gal can come out and not look bad, and that Wonder Woman wouldn't suffer from it, because and if it can be made that she can make it look benign, as if, hey, I'm supporting Ray, then I think that would work.
She could come out and say, she could talk about John Bear. She could talk about Joss Whedon. She could leave out Jeff Johns, but that would be her choice. But she could still come out and say something.
Yeah, and after you mentioned that, I can see that. I think others are just as concerned with her, because if she was threatened the way that they said, and that the rumors have claimed that she was threatened, I could see that as being a reason why she wouldn't be one of the first ones to jump forward, because the people in charge. But I do agree that, I mean, if she can do it in a way where she feels comfortable and she feels confident of her point, that's why I think, that's why I almost feel like there needs to have a little bit more support underneath of her, and then she could definitely come out, and I would love for her to come out, because I think if Gal Gadot comes out,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the lasso of truth right there, bro. You ain't getting away from that.
It's a wrap.
What do you think, Anthony?
I think I agree with you guys as far as Ben being the next one. It's not going to be as profound a statement as Jason just made. It's not going to be worded like that, but I think it will still send the same message. And if at any point during this entire process, Gal Gadot just puts out any type of anything in support of Ray Fisher, it's a wrap. It's done.
She just puts the hashtag out. It's over.
Yep. If she puts the hashtag "I stand with Ray Fisher," done. It's done.
I gotta agree. I mean, like, how would anybody try to spin that?
Yeah.
If Gal Gadot comes out and says, "No, look, we were all mistreated as well," now did you guys catch this one?
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys caught it. This one slipped under my radar, to be quite honest. Thank you, Gavin. Yes, we got over 100 people watching. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Welcome to everybody. Welcome to everybody. I'll tell you what, yeah, guys, hit the like button, man. Hit the share button. Get some other people in here because this is a big moment. Jason dropping this is a huge thing. But this was something, this is the actress who played
Kiersey Clemens,
Kiersey Clemens played Iris, and she's being restored to the Snyder Cut. And so this is her from there, and she released this last week, and I don't know how I missed it, but
I saw it when she when she put it out. Yeah, some people they retweeted it, or well, it wasn't on Twitter, it was on Instagram, but some people screenshot and put it. That's how I saw it, and I was like, yo, what? And I went to Instagram and I saw it. I was like, yo, see, this is these movements being made right now.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, people are starting to come forward. Their people are feeling more comfortable in coming forward because Ray is presenting himself, ladies and gentlemen, in a way that is very professional. Like every time I hear somebody complaining or whining or griping about like, oh, he's just not telling us. He's just not telling us. He's just not telling us.
Because he's not being hyperbolic and just throwing shit out there like, you expect him to.
Right.
He's not using emotion to drive his arguments. It's facts and logic. So, I mean, come on, guys. That's what Cyborg would do.
Booyah. 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 I just every time I hear somebody whining and complaining that Ray Fisher is not telling them everything that they want to hear and giving them all the knowledge and wisdom that they want to be able to make up their mind. Look, guys, the guy is doing what he's supposed to do. They're like, oh, he wouldn't cooperate. He did the smart thing. If your lawyers are in there or not there with you, and people are like bringing in surprise, witnesses and testimony and trying to get answers out of you about something that you don't feel comfortable about, what should you do?
Yeah.
What should you do? You should back out and you should say, I will answer that another time. And he explained that very well. I said I will answer it at another time, but I need to have my counsel. And
it's not like they're trying to ambush him, So it's like
Exactly. And so, I think that he's doing a great job. I think that he's doing what he needs to do, what he should do, how somebody in his position should go about taking care of something like this. Because look, if you're just rattling off everything and you're telling everybody, I can't remember who it was I heard say this, but it's like that can actually, and I started thinking about it, that can detrimentally affect your case should you need to be able to present things later in court or in a more legal way. It could cause you problems later.
And I think I don't know if someone here mentioned it, that he's pulling a Zack Snyder, just leaving breadcrumbs here and there. Oh, I'll post this. Okay, I'll wait a little while. Okay, I'll post this. Okay, wait a little while. Then I'll post this. I think that's why people are like getting so angry and frustrated, because he is doing it the smart way and the right way. And all the haters of Ray Fisher just want him to mess up so bad. And he's like, he's not going to do it. But he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. So sorry, haters, but he's not going to mess up.
Well,
try again.
Yeah.
Sean Gates is saying the Hollywood Reporter just posted an article about Jason's post.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess the trades are getting into this now.
Yeah.
Well, we can look it up and see.
Free press.
It's funny that the trades don't pick up these things. Usually they're like, oh, Henry Cavill's leaving as Superman. Frosty the Snowman. Jason Momoa is going to be playing Frosty the Snowman, but they're quick with those kind of headlines, the fake news. But it's up to Jason and Ray to give us the real news.
Yeah. Okay. I did find something here. Let me bring it up here, and we can see maybe what they have to say about it. Yeah. All right. Let me stop this one and then bring in another one here. Yeah, Gob, you are so right, man. You're so right. Like, where's all the reporting? Where are the real journalists in all this stuff? Like all I see are these hit pieces. Like anything that's negative towards Ray, people try to support it. It's like all these people are scared to say anything about Hollywood at all because they're all scared that they're going to lose their access. They're all scared that they're going to lose their ability to,
no more red carpets.
Yeah, and it's pathetic. It really, and these are the types of things, folks, that Ray is fighting against. He's fighting for change in Hollywood, that it gets away from this old boy school of, you do things the way that we tell you to do it, or else, and we can just basically push you around and you have no, nothing to stand back on. So this is the article right here that the Hollywood Reporter says Jason Momoa backs Ray Fisher's Justice League claims. People need to be held accountable. Got a good picture there. Says serious stuff went down. The star writes of reshoots on the 2017 film. Jason Momoa is backing Justice League co-star Ray Fisher and calling for an investigation into alleged abuse on the set of reshoots of the Justice League movie. This crap has got to stop. It's a bunch of quotes, it basically says this stuff's got to stop. It needs to be looked at. Ray Fisher and everyone else who experienced what happened under the watch of Warner Brothers Pictures. And I thought that was an interesting comment, actually, by Jason. Ray Fisher and everyone else who experienced what had happened under the watch of Warner Brothers Pictures needs proper investigation, Momoa wrote on Instagram Monday. On July 1st, Ray Fisher alleged that Joss Whedon, okay, that's all the stuff that we know. Momoa, in backing Fisher, did not share any specifics about the alleged behavior on the set of Justice League. He went on to reference an upcoming Warner Brothers Frosty the Snowman project, in which he was reported to be starring, with Berg and Johns attached to produce. According to Momoa, news of that film was leaked as a distraction. Reports of Momoa starring in the project hit the morning of July 1st, a little more than 90 minutes after Fisher made his allegations on Twitter. He says, I think it's effed up that people released a fake Frosty announcement without my permission to try to distract from Ray Fisher speaking out on the way that we were treated on Justice League reshoots. Serious stuff went down. It needs to be investigated, and people need to be held accountable. I stand with Ray Fisher. Momoa has important relationships with the studio, as he is the face of the $1 billion Aquaman franchise and also has Dune coming up.
Yep.
Fisher played Cyborg in Justice League, which saw Zack Snyder step down in May of 2017 following a family tragedy. Whedon's on-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable, Fisher wrote on Twitter July 1st. Man, it was July 1st, man. This has been going on for a while.
Man.
He was enabled in many ways by producers Jeff Johns and John Berg. Berg has denied the claims, while Johns and Whedon have not addressed them publicly. And so that's what the Hollywood Reporter is saying about it.
John Booyah Berg, man.
That to me is just so silly. That whole booyah thing. I mean, I think that is such just a distraction.
Yeah, it's like say it or I'll ruin your career.
When his response came and he was like, "Well, we wanted him to say booyah, he didn't like it, so there's that." And I was like, "Yo, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all." I'm sure he probably didn't want to say it because he looks like he didn't want to say it when he said it in the 2017 version of Justice League.
Yeah.
But still, let me hide all of this with that. Nah, that doesn't work for me or any of us who have like a brain in between our ears.
Functioning gray matter.
So here's an interesting comment from the chat from Legion Plus Ultra, and this kind of hits both sides of this. So I'd be interested in hearing you guys' thoughts on this. Says, I'm not a fan of Ray Fisher, but all capitals, I respect him for fighting for the truth. It's sad that most of the league cast still haven't come out to support Ray with this. Ray Fisher is a true, honest patriot. So that's interesting. It's somebody who's not a fan, but still recognizes the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think that it's going to take for some of these other guys, for some of the other Justice League members, maybe other people on the cast and crew? What do you think is going to be that thing that actually pushes them over the edge, Gob?
I think it's I think they all want to say something, but I think they're probably keeping, it's probably kind of strategic that they probably want to time their statements, kind of spread them out over weeks and months, because maybe they know it's going to be a kind of long battle. I don't know, but yeah, I think they all want to say something, but I need to go now because it's
Sure, man.
past midnight here. And
All right, man.
I'm tired, but
Shout out,
it's
God.
fun catching up with you guys. I'll
Absolutely.
catch you later.
Peace out.
Thank you, Gob. Thank you, Gob. Peace out to you, man.
All right, man.
See you later.
Yeah, I think Gob brings up a great point on that. Is that this is going to be a long battle. This is not something that's just going to be a couple things said about and done, right? So this is going to be something that is going to be that. I love that actually that comment by Gob, because it talks about how this is going to be.
Strategic.
You got to be strategic in this. Just like Ray has been. You got to keep it in the public. You got to keep it in the public eye. Keep it out there, and let people talk about it. Let things sink in. Don't just drop everything, because if you drop everything, you lose stuff over the edge, right? If you drop it at certain times, it gets to sink in. The sponge sucks it in.
Yeah.
Right. The sponge sucks it in, and it does. This is another thing I want to talk about. But what do you guys think? I mean, are you guys along that same lines? Do you have any?
Oh yeah. Definitely for sure. It's strategy.
Yeah.
Let's at these certain points, Ray will continue to do his work. He'll continue to drop these things. But just like today, Jason Momoa came out smashing them right there. I think it's going to be a while, but I think we agreed that we think Ben is next. I think personally with Gal, I think she'd be the final blow, because she has because we've actually seen it. We've seen a scene where she's like, I'm not filming that because I don't want Ezra's face in my boobs. So I'm not going to film this scene. I think she's the most affected by it, I guess you could say, especially if the threats and all of that stuff is real about out in your career and all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if she was the final one, right when this thing is about to it's teeter-tottering on whatever, and then Gal's just like, bam. I stand with Ray Fisher. Josh is trash, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I think she'd be the final thing that's just gonna, because it's already tipping over.
It's like a really elaborate dominoes.
Yes.
You gotta be really careful when you set them up. Make sure you don't knock anything over, because if you knock it over, you got to start all over again. But very elaborate, and it's just leaning against that one big one to go, and then just take it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So Ben G just brought this up. Just real quick, I'm going to come right back to that, because that's going to be the next point that I want to talk about. But Benson's once again with another £5. Thank you, sir. What's up, man? What's up, Benson's? It says, Enosh, you believed in Ray when many didn't. You supported him from day one. You are being very humble, but you should be very proud of yourself, dude. Hey, man. Look, man, we're all, as far as I'm concerned, bro, we're all in this together.
Yeah, we were in the trenches, man.
Look, I even when I went through that whole thing with Jody's Corner and stuff, and I had to release my statement and all that garbage and everything, I put it out there. It's like, look, there's been a lot of people. There's a lot of people involved in the Snyder Cut. They don't even know who they don't know who Enosh Fee is. They don't care who Enosh Fee is. I mean, they might care because they're good people, but they don't know who I am, right? When I went on the vodka stream for the first time, I thought it was hilarious, because there were people saying where were you, Enosh? We had no idea who you were. How'd you fly under the radar? I've been supporting DC and Zach for years, and saying this stuff for years. But sometimes the algorithm doesn't always go, hey, we want everybody to know who the Poindexter Lounge is. Hey, everybody, meet the Poindexter Lounge, right? And so, you know what? So the thing is the way I look at this is, I'm blessed. I'm very blessed that we are in a position now that we could do a stream and have, over 100 people in here talking about this and concerned about this, that we're in a position now as a channel where people are paying attention a little bit to us, and even our small little corner, because we're just a small little, even in the bigger scheme of things, right? You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is that, but we have to be responsible for what we have, right? And if I've got almost 10,000 subscribers, then I got to be responsible for that. I can't be worried about, if I have 100,000 or whatever. Plus, I got to be responsible for that, and I got to get the word out to the people that I know, because there's people who come to my channel that maybe don't go to other people's channels. Do you understand how many people I've made aware of this situation? That didn't even know any of the stuff was going on, and some people who've watched the channel for years, and they're like, Enosh, what's all this Ray? Who's Ray Fisher? Mm-hmm. Right? And once I explain it to them, they're like, wait a second, what? That stuff's been going on. Yeah, that's
up.
messed up, right? And so the thing is, man, Benson's, dude, I really, really appreciate that statement, and I do take it. I do take it, because I am proud of my channel. There's no reason, like people, look, I got no problem, putting the channel out there and saying, hey, come watch the Poindexter Lounge, come subscribe to the Poindexter Lounge. I'm humbled when I know that people support me. Like Benson's right here. Benson's has been a longtime supporter. He keeps coming in, man. He's dropping, super chats and everything. And it's like I'm not out here begging anybody for money. I'm not begging anybody to support the channel, right? And I know there's some people who just think, well, if you do anything like that, it's it's a negative. Look, I don't look at it as negative at all. I look at it as, look, there's people who contact me all the time, and they're like, Enosh, you don't talk enough about ways people can support your channel. Right. And so, because that's not what I'm about. I'm not just about trying to make money or anything like that. But when somebody like Benson's puts his money where his mouth is and says, you know what, not only do I support what Enosh is talking about, I support Enosh. I support the Poindexter Lounge. And to me, that does make me proud. Right. That makes me proud. And that's why I'll say, hey, we'll look, if you give a super chat, if you give to the Cash App, I've had that ready for a long time. If you give the Cash App, like there are ways that you can support the channel down in the description below. But those things are not there because I expect anybody to give. And it's like I've explained to other people, like we do giveaways and stuff because I try to give back, right? Even more on top of the stuff that we do here, right? I mean, like we got t-shirts, we got stuff you can show your love for the Poindexter Lounge. But I thank you, man. I thank you for that statement, brother. You're a great guy, man, and I definitely appreciate that. Now, I do want to get back to this other comment that I just had up here a minute ago. It was from Ben G. This isn't the one, but yeah,
it was the call one.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I found it. Okay. So first of all, I do want to say again, thank you to everyone who has shown your support for Ray Fisher. Like, thank you to everyone who has stood by, who has tweeted out, all you guys who've done videos and everything, and we've been on panels together. We've done this thing together. Thank you all, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take raising awareness from all of us. But yeah, so one of the things that we forgot to mention was Ray Fisher. Was that was a tweet?
Yeah,
and I
pull it up.
Yeah. Let me pull up the. Let me pull up the tweet, because that was a tweet from Ray.
I had a couple hot ones today.
I know, man. There's like all this stuff happening, man.
Yeah.
Everything's dropping.
All kinds of cool stuff.
I've never retweet more stuff in my entire life.
Oh man, I just got to find his stuff here. But no, I mean, like, what do you guys think about this comment though?
That's intriguing. I'm wondering who it was.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, I might be way off. I think it was Kevin. What's the guy who runs
Tushahara or whatever?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might have been who it was. I mean, I don't see Jeff Johns doing it. Josh
No.
Or Berg, but for him to say, did you find it yet, Enosh?
No, I'm still looking for the exact one. I'm on his thing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I did find it here now.
Yeah. So he says someone called me to apologize or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. So here I got it. I got to take this one down. I always love it when you got to take one down to put one up. You can't just pick. You can't just pick different ones. StreamYard. Thank you, buddies. All right. So here we go. So this was the second tweet, actually, in two different tweets. So let's read the first tweet first. It says, to date, can you guys all see it?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, to date, the independent, and he put in quotes, firm hired by Warner Brothers Pictures, mind you, not Warner Media, has conveniently avoided contacting key witnesses who give damning statements to WBHR. So this independent firm, whoever they were, hired by Warner Brothers Pictures, the people that the complaint is against, who do you think that they're going to hire? Who do you think that they're going to bring on, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that they're going to like bring in people who are really going to put them in the hot seat? Oh no,
of course
because
not.
because it says they've also started interviews with and have since ghosted many witnesses that have implicated former and current top level executives. Come
Shocker.
on. Really? No way. Oh my gosh. And then of course my mouse just like decided to die here. So I got to use my trackpad. Hold on a second. Gotta love live okay. So, yeah, okay. I'm back connected. All right. So they have still yet to call the key witnesses that gave damning statements to WBHR. Oh, whoops. Well, we'll get to it. We'll give lip service to it. And they've also started interviews with and have since ghosted witnesses that have implicated former and current top level executives. And then there's this. Others, including an implicated individual that called me to apologize, have already been interviewed. We will not let any all capitals investigator cherry pick interviewees that best suit Warner Brothers Pictures' false narrative and scapegoating efforts. All with stories will be heard.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Dropping the hammer.
Let me say something here quick. All of you who've given me a hard time, shut up. Just shut up. This man, you got to be kidding me. Are you on crack? You literally this is insulting to people who are on crack. And before you all jump in and go, crack is a major problem. I know my mother had problems with crack. What I talk about all the time. I was raised by my grandma. My grandma, God bless her, she's still around, and she raised me and my two sisters. My mother had mental issues, had problems with crack, and I tell you, your statements are an insult to people who go on crazy rants who are on drugs. Because that doesn't even put it in the right perspective if you can't see that there's something here. For all of you who want to act like nothing's happening, all the Jodys and the Andy Signors of the world who want to act like, oh, because they're not getting the story, because nobody's giving them the time of day, which I love. Thank you, Ray Fisher, for ignoring those two buffoons. It's because you're not getting the story and you're not getting the clout that you want. Oh, it can't be true. Shut up. You got nothing. You're losers. You're losing more and more. You're literally losing every battle, and you don't even recognize it anymore. And I don't know what's worse, man. I don't know. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, that's a pretty hot.
Yeah.
I've got to add it back to the stream here. I mean, that's a. Who do you think it is?
I agree with ACS. I think it probably was Kevin Sujihara.
Yeah,
because he's about the only one that you really haven't heard.
Yeah, he's been like most quiet,
and he's also the only one that's like really still with Warner Brothers, because I think Jeff Johns is off doing some other stuff, right? He's off. He's got like another little production company doing some stuff, so he's not actually with Warner Brothers right now. The only one that he implicated was, I guess, Kevin. So I don't. Maybe it was him. I don't. That's just my guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because the rest of them, Joss Whedon, I mean Berg, them dudes are there. They're in the win. So I think it was probably that's the only person that I've heard him implicate. Which he didn't say his name. He just said the head of DC Films or whatever.
Right.
But that's who that is. So there you go. Yeah, I think it's Kevin.
And Jeff Johns and John Berg and Joss Whedon, they are way too narcissistic, way too egotistical to even like call up Ray or they probably like call up Ray to say some nasty shit to him, but they would never call to apologize. So yeah, I think it's Kevin.
Yeah, just think about this. Think about this. So Ray came out and made his initial statements, and then when I was on with you, Enosh, the night that the Warner Brothers statement dropped, I think we had gotten off your show. I was on Dave, the Film Junkie show. And you hopped on there after a while. When that statement dropped at 8:20 p.m. Pacific time on a Friday night, how convenient. So we discussed that, but think about this now. They dropped that, and they're like, okay, watch him. He's going to fold. He's going to drop some kind of nasty tweet. He's going to be, and then Ray just comes back calm and collective like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they were waiting for him to overreact.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's like, well, I still got mine, so I don't know what y'all dropping. You understand what I'm saying? So now that happens, now Warner Brothers like, yeah, Kevin, man, hey, man, call him and smooth it out. See if if we can't get some of this smooth out. Because what they thought was going to happen was Ray was going to go on some kind of tirade, rant, whatever, and he didn't because he's Ray Fisher and he's fire. So he just came back with his statements. Came back with his one of his walking Instagram videos where he's out there with his mask on and he's. You know what I mean? And he calmly said, yeah, they thought they were going to do something to me, but they didn't ruffle any feathers here. So once they realized they weren't going to ruffle feathers, they were like, hey, call him, see if we can't smooth something. You know what I mean?
Can you just get him to calm down a little bit?
Exactly.
Can you just get him? Look, we got nothing coming up at Fandom, literally nothing. Can you just get him to calm down so at least we can still get people interested? Hey, well, shout out to Barcelona B. I'll tell you what, Barcelona B, like for all of you who don't know, like I see her all over the place at everybody's streams and everything. Barcelona B, you're awesome, and I just wanted to say that. Hey, look at there, it's Internet Master 1. I've not seen Internet Master 1 in a long time, I think. So, what's up? Shout out to Internet Master 1.
Hey,
what's going on?
Geeks Comics put up. It could have been Geeks Comics
What's that?
Entertainment put up. Geeks Comics Entertainment put up a comment, man.
I think it's Toby Emmerich.
Ooh, could be.
Wow.
I don't know that he was named. He said implicated or whatever, but I could see that because he's still way up there as far as Warner Brothers goes. So
the Booyah Man himself, yeah, I buy it.
Now I don't know about this. Dub said this, and then right below this, Ben G said that he mentioned it earlier, but I didn't catch it though. I don't know. I that's the first that I've heard of that about him getting.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. Yeah, it might not have been him. What's the who's in charge of DC Films right now? Is it not Kevin?
It's Walter Hamada.
It's Walter Hamada. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad, everyone. So replace everything I said with Kevin's name with Walter Hamada. maybe that's who he got a call from.
Go back in time.
I'm sorry. You want to be in the Flash?
Yeah.
I do have it. Let's take a ride back there, and I'll jump back about 20 minutes.
And Ray Fisher, he did say that he had a conversation with Walter, and Walter did say like, "Hey, I'll give you Joss and I'll give you Emmerich if you leave Jeff Johns alone." And Ray Fisher's like, "What? Get out of here."
No, I'll tell you what. Here we have Andy Signora trying to explain all this to Jody. And trying to make sense of all their lies and all the ways that they're going to try to come against this. And there it is right there. I am Palpatine. We all know Ray said it. Brought to you by this man, Doomcock himself.
The Source King.
Look, that's why I put this up. Like literally, spin this. You tell me. It's because somebody's mentioned that Jody finally went live, but that's interesting. I can ignore that all day. Because let me paraphrase for you what he's going to say. We've been talking about this a long time, and we've been through this a lot, and like all we wanted was the truth. That's all we wanted. We never said anything negative about, as his nose grows about this long. We never said anything negative about Ray Fisher. We didn't drop anything about how he was only a Broadway star and this was his first movie and he wasn't that good of an actor. No, we never said anything about that whatsoever. And all we want is the truth. Oh, and for him to come on our channel, but he completely ignored us and won't give us a time of day. Yeah. You know what? I got something for you right here. It's bananas. They're BANANAS right there, baby. Because it's stupid. But you know what? Yeah, God bless my grandma. I'll tell you what, you guys. God bless my grandma. This is my grandma right here. I've shared this many times, but if you've never seen this, this is my grandmother right here. This is the type of support my grandma gives me.
Welcome to the Point Dexter Lounge. I'm Enosh's grandma, and I say yes, release the Snyder Cut.
That's right. Even grandma knows. Congratulations, Zach. I'll tell you what, that woman is awesome.
That was fire.
That woman is awesome. And she supports me. She supports the channel. She supports all of us. Oh, we got somebody else in here. Hold on a second. What's up, Cylon Scotty with the $10 super chat? I love Cylon. Him and Sophie. What's up to you guys? Shout out to both of you. Keep spreading the good word. Thank you for. Oh, we lost the truth. I'm sure the truth pops back in though, because the truth, you can't keep the truth down. The truth is always there. Says keep spreading the good word. Thank you for all the guests, and especially Brian, because you're the man.
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks.
Everybody loves Brian. Everybody loves Brian. Brian's awesome. I'll tell you what. Brian's yes. What's up, Jeremy? Hey, Jeremy. Like it's so good to see you too. Jeremy's been around here, man, almost since I started the channel, man. So thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Grandma is awesome, man. Grandma is fantastic. But Cylon, thank you. Hey, Cylon, you and Sophie, you guys stay safe. I don't know what part, where exactly you are in the state, but I know that the fire's going on and everything. My dad lives in Seattle, and I know even Matt Jarbo, you know, he lives in Washington State, and my dad lives just outside of Seattle, and he has sent me pictures of just like the smoke and everything that's coming through there, man. And I tell you what, that's nothing to play with. I was in LA a couple years ago. A lot of people saw, I went out to LA and I actually did the Warner Brothers tour. You can actually find that video here on the channel. And I took everybody around, showed all the costumes and everything, you know, and all the places and stuff. And it was awesome. But as I was driving, because I was finding all kinds of like comic book stores, and because that's how I roll. I was finding all kinds of places and stuff like that on my off time, because I was out there for a conference. So I go to the conference all day, get out at 5 o'clock, you know, for the 3 days that the conference was. And then I'd be like, hey, where's the toy stores? Right. And so I had a rental car. And so I'm driving around, but man, there were fires up in the mountains, and it was crazy. I went all the way down to Laguna Beach, and it was like all the way up. I mean, it was probably like a 30-40 mile thing, just this one fire up in the mountains. And at night it looked like a volcano. It was just, I mean, it was crazy. So you guys stay safe for sure.
Yeah. We're just dealing with the smoke here, man. It's pretty bad. I was coming home from work, and it was like, it wasn't too bad in the main part of Reno, but as soon as you got towards the outskirts and where the hills start showing up, it was pretty thick, and you could smell it. It smells like a campfire. I'm so used to it.
Oh, so there's Sophie. Thanks, Enosh. Yeah, we're safe where we're at, but it looks like Silent Hill out here. Oh my gosh. Well,
that's not good.
Well, I love you guys. You guys are great supporters of the channel, and I really, really appreciate you both. And I got to get with Cylon Scotty actually for another one of my another one of our viewers. You guys know Melissa's World. Melissa, she's visually impaired, and Cylon is. I love, man. This channel is bringing people together. Cylon is actually working on a reader for her, so she can actually read comics.
Oh,
and,
that's awesome. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic stuff going on. Look, the community around here, guys. Look, if this is your first time to the channel, if some of you are in here because you hate me and you don't even know me, and you're like, oh, Enosh put out a Ray Fisher video, I got to go hate on it or whatever, you know, whatever I got to do. I will just say this: just know this community is actually doing positive stuff. The people who are here are actually doing stuff to help other people and are good people. And I don't see that with the other channels that have been around. Oh, that's right. Amparo is also in Seattle, and she says it's like London here in Seattle.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I wonder how our good friend Tony is doing up. I know he's up in Vancouver, but I wonder how far, you know, north that stuff goes. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, this is this is so interesting. Hold on a second. I know what you mean, Enosh. I was raised by my grandma too. They're something else entirely. Absolutely. Grandmas are so strong.
Yeah.
Grandmas are so strong. So I love my grandma for sure. Isaac's still around. If you're talking about my Isaac, he's definitely still around. No, sorry, that was just a sidetrack. Because look, you know, we're talking about movies and stuff like that. But you know, obviously this Ray Fisher situation is a serious situation when we talk about you know, truth coming out, when we talk about change in Hollywood. And I find it interesting, guys. You know, people have been talking about change in Hollywood for a long, long time, but they haven't done anything about it.
Yeah.
You know? Like people have cursed the darkness for a long time about Hollywood and said, "Oh, Hollywood, yeah, there's these bad things that go on in Hollywood." Now, I know a couple of years ago, you know, the Me Too movement, you know, tried to shed some light on some stuff that was going on, and you know, and I'll be the first to admit, like, there's some good things that came out of that, and there's some bad things that came out of that too that weren't so good, because you can't just blanket everybody with the same thing. But like when we start talking about real change that can affect Hollywood and affect the way that these people, these powerful people, these people in power, and the way that they feel that they can just dictate things, whether or not it's sexually, sexual harassment, whether or not it's harassment in controlling the workplace and in a negative way, and treating the people working like, in these negative ways. We need Ray Fisher now more than ever.
Yeah.
We needed somebody who would stand up to this stuff and bring light to what's going on. I mean, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
Oh no,
High time.
Yeah, and when he first came out with it, I'm talking Justice Con, man. Shouts out to Megan and her queens, but like when he came out of Justice Con, he was just like, "Yo, I don't have kids. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't like." You know what I mean? It was like straight up and down. Like I can be living in a ditch next year, but as long as these people get exposed, fire. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
That was his attitude when he came out with it. So like, I'm gonna back him because it's like looking at, and you know what makes it easier for us as Snyder Cut fans to back him is that, we all got the same. Now I'm not gonna say the same thing that he got or the cast members or anything. I'm just saying like we also have a certain feeling of we didn't get what we were promised, and then they definitely didn't get what they were promised. Like anybody who worked on the movie. So yeah, it's not a hard thing to back something like that, and hopefully this changes a lot. Like I said, this cast is so diverse that if the steps, Ezra, I don't expect anything from Ezra because he doesn't have social media, so I don't know if he's going to be putting anything out there. But as far as Ben, Gal, Henry, all the rest of them, if they want to put some stuff out there, I think it's going to hopefully make a significant change in the way that these actors and actresses and these artists are looked at in Hollywood.
Yeah. I feel like 2017's Justice League was the final straw for everyone, for the cast, for the fans, especially the DC fans who put up with so much shit since Man of Steel. And you had the media covering for these people. You had the media like bashing Snyder fans all for years and years and years. And Ray Fisher was like the linchpin. It was like, you know what? That's it. And as soon as he came out, and as soon as the Snyder Cut came out, it's just like everything changed. Ray Fisher stood up and talked. The fans, it's like now, like you, Enosh, ACS, Master of None, all the DC Snyder Cut fans. Now we have a voice. Like we all have our little YouTube channels and podcasts, and it's like now like we're all unified and we're all standing up against everyone. And now like the media and people involved in Hollywood, like they don't know how to perceive that. Like they don't know how to take that. They're like, oh shit! It's like people are speaking out. Like, no, like, you don't speak out about anything. Like I'm Joss Whedon, I'm Jeff Johns. You don't say shit. We run this. And Ray Fisher's like, nah, sons, I'm running this. I'm taking charge.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, and it's like,
Think about how I mean, it was only probably I guess about an hour, but think about how long. Once Jason put that on Instagram, think about how long the trades got it. It was over an hour because they're like, yo, this shit, it probably popped up. And the publicists and all of the people like, should we just run with this the way he put it, or should we try to, you know what I mean?
Like anybody got any new information? Anybody got anything new to put? Yeah. I think Ray just didn't want to say booyah. That was what it was, right? Yeah, that must have been what it was. So let's just put that out there again.
It's trending right now. I stand with Ray Fisher's 5,000 tweets.
Nice.
Heck yeah,
it's not going away.
So this is interesting. So this is another tweet that we haven't really talked about, but Ray Fisher's follow-up tweet has a picture of him and Jason Momoa. It says, if you still think that Jason playing Frosty was ever a real thing, please wake up.
Whoa, that is new.
Hopefully now people see the depths that some are willing to go to hide the truth. To think they believed my brother would sell out the cast crew of Justice League for a corncob pipe and a button nose.
Ooh,
Dang.
those are called heat rocks.
Oh,
Dropping them into the lake.
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Our good friend Zeverfet's right up there. He's playing Frosty like you're playing Rudolph. LOL. Man.
Crazy.
To think they believed my brother would sell out the cast crew of Justice League for a corncob pipe and a button nose.
Yeah.
Solidarity.
Guys.
Spin that.
Spin that.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what?
I like Film Dog's picture, though. That's pretty funny.
Holy cow. Better than that, go sit on it and spin. Because that's about the only spin you're going to get out of that, Jody's Corner. Andy's Ignore, haters.
Yo,
all of you.
If your reaction to
Can't handle argument losers.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Serious
If
BS, man.
if
Can't
your
back nothing up.
If your reaction to Ray not spilling the details was, "Oh, you're lying since you didn't spill the details," then I don't know what to say to you because you don't know how to build an argument. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Did he freeze up there?
I think so.
Well, it's
I rebooted. Sorry, I rebooted. Okay. Yeah.
Did it
So
again.
people are like, can you still not see me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. This is what those types of people are like. It's the types of people
Oh. Sorry, Jeff Johns.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Some technical difficulties.
Warner
Sorry
Brothers
about it.
Pictures.
Yeah.
They're watching.
Copyright claim. We can't have them talking shit about us. Click.
You back?
All right. These are the people. I see you. I see what you're doing. No, these are the people who they say everything they think. They got no filter. They got no way of actually putting a complete sentence together without. Look, I understand there's people who use expletives all the time, and that's fine. But there's some people who use expletives in a way that enhances what they're saying. Right? I don't use a lot of expletives, but you know what? I understand when people do, because there's sometimes that, you know what, an expletive
adds gravity to the situation.
Yes, and then there's some people that you can tell they use expletives in a way that it shows that they don't have a legitimate language, like they don't have a legitimate way of talking about themselves, right? You know what I mean? Like they fall back on that because it's almost like a nervous twitch. You know, it's like saying like all the time. They've got nothing actually. They don't know how to communicate properly, so they use adjectives in a way. Because look, those expletives, you know, are supposed to be there to put emphasis on certain things, right? If you're dropping an F-bomb all the time and it's like F this, F that, F that. Hey, I'm gonna go on the effing computer and I'm gonna F and talk to people while I'm effing doing this and effing doing that. If you drop an F on somebody, that doesn't get anybody's attention.
No.
That
it just shows you don't have a good vocabulary.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, you know, ironically, I was looking for that word. Thank you. Vocabulary. It shows that. But it's like, but if you're somebody who you know, you collect those adjectives and you kind of pin them up a little bit, and when somebody gets you mad enough and you drop an F-bomb on them, somebody knows that they went too far.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I've heard people say before, like, if my mom dropped an F-bomb on one of us kids,
it's going down.
We knew we had gone too far. We had pushed mom way too far if we dropped an F-bomb on mom.
Yeah, it's
Look, okay? Like seriously. And so the thing is that you know, that's what it is. It's these people, they don't know how to craft an argument. They don't have the proper vocabulary to do that. And they don't understand what Ray's been doing. They don't understand that Ray is putting he's putting his argument together. He's putting it out there to the public in bits and parts. And he's not going to show us all what his evidence is, because the evidence is not for us, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand that? The people who need to see this look, when you go to a murder case, if you're a juror, right? What do they look for from jurors? They look for people who have been unaffected by news stories or rumors or things that have been in the papers or online or whatever. They look for those types of people who can make an unbiased decision and an unbiased judgment about what is being said.
Yeah.
If you're upset that Ray Fisher isn't putting it all out there into the world, then you obviously don't understand how an argument is crafted and made.
And a lousy poker player.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yes.
Absolutely.
You got to play it close to the chest. You play your cards one at a time as they're dealt. You don't just sit there and puh, here it is, guys. You know?
Yeah. And so, yes, it is definitely time to wake up and see the truth. It is definitely time for all of you who are, I guess you're just that thick-headed or you just don't understand how things work, because what Ray Fisher is trying to do is he's trying to set it up so when this all does come out, when it look, however far that it has to come out, when it blows up and it's out there and all the allegations are heard for the first time and we're all there, we've been prepped.
Yep.
We've been prepped to understand that this is not just a guy. He's trying to make the point that it's not just some guy. He's not just some guy who's mad because he didn't want to say booyah. Yep. Okay. That's not it. There were other people affected by this. There were other people that he even mentioned. He says, I have an online following. There were people who were hurt by this who don't have a Twitter following. They don't have an Instagram following that they can fall back onto where if somebody fires them, they can get it out in the public opinion and get their job back or be able to put it out there and be able to get their reputation back. Those are the people he says he's fighting for. Mm-hmm. How dumb can you be if you don't understand that?
Yeah.
Like, I get passionate about this because he is literally fighting for the key grips and the craft services people and the people who are treated bad every single day by these celebrities or these producers or these directors or these, high up officials who don't know their names, don't care to know their names and walk by them and put them down every single day. He's fighting for those types of people. He's fighting for women who don't want to have a guy clumsily land in face first in their breasts, like it happened on Justice League, okay? And didn't feel comfortable with it and voiced that and were possibly threatened with their future careers or franchises because they had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's her first real big movie.
Right. That's what we are talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. We are not talking about a guy who didn't want to say booyah. And if you don't get that, you're simple-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You either hate the truth, and I don't know how you can hate the truth because the truth is a great guy. You either really don't care about the truth at all. All you care about is, I like Jody's Corner on YouTube, and I just can't believe that Enosh would say something about Jody's Corner. I can't believe Ray Fisher would ignore Jody's Corner. I won't believe it. I won't believe it. I'm going to stay right here, and here's my $100, Jody's Corner, because I want to show that I support you so that you give me a shout out. That's either you.
That's where I heard it said, where they were like, well, Ray, tell us something. No, he's not going to tell you anything because that's not how this works. Just like you just went on to explain, that's not how this works. And if a man, let alone a black man, comes out after having an experience making a movie and he says, yo, look, things happen and it was unpleasant, and I feel as though these unpleasant things need to come to light. And your first thing is, well, what was unpleasant, and not the fact that something unpleasant happened to him. Then you've lost me already. You've already lost me before any other conversations even happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Ray Fisher is playing 4D chess and poker with people who can't even play checkers.
Right.
That's the, like, as Andrew says right here, Andrew, that's a great thing. You can't handle the truth.
Somebody needs to deep fake in Jody's head on the.
I love that. Yeah, we love the Truth 31.
Oh,
right.
Tell you what, you guys getting all kinds of love between you and Brian, man. You guys
I appreciate it, man.
Feel all warm and fuzzy but Barcelona,
heart attack. We're good.
Amparo here says, we fought and got the Holy Grail, and we will get justice for Ray. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I feel that this is the next part of this. Obviously we want to see other things come to fruition. We want to see if they're going to release the Ayer cut, of Suicide Squad, all those things. But this is important. Like these things are important, not just because they're films, not just because they're people that we like. This is what you guys got to get. Look, this is not about, do I like Jody? Do I like Andy Signore? Do you like Enosh? This is not, do you like Ray Fisher? This is not what that's about. Yeah. I like the comment earlier. It says, look, I'm not even a fan of Ray Fisher's, but I'm a fan of the truth.
Yeah.
Right. True. And if you want the truth, that's what you fight for. And I love this. Yeah, we will get justice for Ray. I believe at Barcelona, the burns are coming. People are going to get put in their place. We're going to see this more and more. And then
Jason Momoa, he's like, bring forth the holy hand grenade.
We're gonna blow this shit up.
Well, Arkham. You know what, Arkham? Here's the thing. This is a great question that Arkham Gaming just raised, guys. Says after the investigation of the Justice League reshoots, does Ray Fisher want the people that wronged him fired?
It doesn't look like it, or else he would say. I think he would have been like, yeah, they all need to go.
Yeah. And even though, let's say if Ray Fisher wants them fired, unfortunately, WB is not going to fire Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is not going to go anywhere. He's their guy. He's their boy. He's protected. I don't know why, because of the comics. Okay, I guess Three Jokers was amazing, but he's not going to go anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah. So even if Ray wants that, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't. He just wants them held responsible, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a good hearty apology,
Yeah. but
slice of cake, beer, and steak.
I don't know if it would exactly be like, fucking burn him at the torch. Let's
get the pitchforks and ride.
I think he's on the level, but you guess what? You're going to be held responsible, though. You're going to be labeled as that person who did this, this, and this. Go ahead and finish your careers doing whatever, but everybody will know that you are the person that did this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's not burning them at the stake. Now that's not Ray. To me, that just doesn't feel like Ray Fisher. But
yeah. Well, see, so that's the thing too. Is you notice when he says what he has to say, he says accountability is greater than entertainment. Yep. He has not called for anybody to be outed. He has not called for anybody to be fired. He's not called for anybody to be canceled. Nope. What he's called for is for there to be accountability. Yeah. I think when we see this thing done, he's just wanted people to acknowledge what happened, admit that they were wrong. Notice he even tweeted out, we read the tweet just a few minutes ago, that somebody, contacted him and apologized, right?
Yeah.
So Ray is not looking to destroy people's lives. Ray is looking for people to be held accountable and to change.
Yeah.
To change, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Look, and none of us like when we're faced with something that we did wrong. Right?
No.
We don't like that. We don't like somebody to put that up in our face and say, hey, what you did.
It's hard.
Yep, you did this wrong. And he's wanting them to stand up and face that they did something wrong. They treated people in ways that shouldn't have happened, and let's move on now. Let's make things better. Let's be better people. Look, I encourage any of you guys, if you don't have an Instagram account, just go create an Instagram account just to watch Ray's videos.
Yeah, just follow Ray. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, if you watch his videos and you listen to the man's heart, the man is putting it out there for all of us about how we need to change, right? About how we need to become better. And so that's what this is all about. This is not about destroying somebody or anything like that. Ambassador Oriel Wing says, it's called eloquence, something lost on some people online, which is kind of sad. If the best you can do is string together cuss words, then consider expanding your vocabulary, right? That's just trying to put out there something that's smart. Even if you use an expletive, at least make it smart. For God's sake, don't let it be like the talking heads and like I mean Andy's like he's got Jody's hand so far up his butt and like doing a you know I mean it's like that's he's got the beard and everything, man. It's just like I'm just you know
you know real quick now that you say that I remember I can remember very distinctly like. You know, what was it? Was it May 20th when the announcement? It was May 20th, right? The announcement, Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So, Andy, man, he tried really hard to take the L, but the fans.
Did though.
He tried really hard to take it. He tried to take it. I know you guys were right. I was wrong, but too much damage had been done. They weren't letting him take that L easily at all. Do you remember? Because I think he had Jody on his thing and he was trying to like defend the Snyder Cut to Jody, and Jody was so mad. Like, why? How can you have Darkseid's first appearance be on TV? And just but he tried. He tried to take it, but
you know, in the stream right before that, he had that Zito guy on there, and they were just bashing everyone who liked the Snyder Cut. I mean, and then they kept trying to reel it back and say, "Well, no, it's just the Snyder Cult." I mean, because that Jody stream was second. That Jody stream was the second stream Andy did after he announced trying to get the hashtag reject the Snyder Cult thing going, because it was that next one that Jody showed the t-shirt and was like, oh, look, we got this going. And they honestly thought, this is the funny thing about that. They honestly thought that people were going to get behind that. It's like, they couldn't even like they honestly thought, ladies and gentlemen, all of you who text me and message me and tell me like that like I should apologize to Jody. Just remember, your awesome cult leader, Jody, literally thought that people were going to get behind and support buying a t-shirt that said reject the Snyder Cult. That crashed and burned into a fiery death.
Within minutes. It did not take very long.
No, it did not take long enough. The apologies started streaming out right away. Like, they actually did apologize for that. They're like, oh, we're sorry. Oh yeah, we're gonna donate the money to charity. Oh, where's that button? Where's that button? Where's the charity button? I don't see the charity button. Oh, we can't do it. If we just don't say anything about it for a couple of months, maybe nobody will call us on the fact that we couldn't find the charity donate button. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I agree with this. Don't you, Anthony? Enosh and ACS need some love too.
Yes, love.
No, you guys are awesome, man. Seriously, that's one thing that's been great about these last few months is getting to know you guys. Honestly, I'm having so much fun streaming with y'all.
Absolutely,
it's fun.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I hate to say anything positive about what has kept all of us to doing things like this for the past like almost the entire year, but it has resulted in things like this where like I probably wouldn't have met any of you guys if it hadn't have been for like the way things like Justice Con. When Justice Con happened and it was going to be all indoors and you were going to be all virtual and there were people doing streams, this is where that came from. So I'll be forever thankful for that, and hopefully one day in the next couple of years, things are safe enough where we can all convene somewhere, have like some kind of fire.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Dude, like a live show, like with all of us.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yes.
Just think about that, man.
Oh, that would be awesome.
We got to do that. We got to put that together.
Dude, it would be great. It would be great.
Oh, that'd be fabulous.
And I met and it's crazy because I was before I started meeting everybody and doing my show. I did my podcast solo. What makes you feel like a psycho? Like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah. It's so hard to think it's stuff to talk about.
Well, I'd have my notes, and I'd be doing it. But I'd have a it wasn't this camera, but I had another camera, and I would just talk to myself for about an hour, and then I would edit it, put some stuff in there, and then I would upload it. And at the end of the day, I was like, I just talked to myself for an hour and 15 minutes. But, hopefully somebody enjoys it. But no. But this has been, I mean, I can't really put into words how much it's meant. Like, and it's been, I think it really started with Justice Con as far as like things started moving along where I started meeting new people and doing streams like this where it's just, It's awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Nicotina.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, Nicotina, appreciate.
So I think this is a good point because we all said that he just wants an apology, but I will say this: I do think that this is true. The Dub 06 said, I say it all depends on how bad the allegations get. If there's things that happen that are illegal.
Illegal.
You know why I said that? You know why I said that? Let me show you why I said that. Because like two comments down is this where it says Jody is like Lord Farquaad from Shrek. He puts on the crown, and so like I'm saying illegal and looking at that Q and that U, and I'm like illegal. But no, I think this is true. So that's what I'm looking at. But no, I think that this is absolutely true, that it depends on how bad the allegations are. If some things are illegal, we could see some people face a whole lot more.
Oh,
That's gonna be interesting.
Some heads are gonna roll. So.
Yeah.
Look. Hey, Jimris, I guess it's pronounced Jimris. He said, Miss Trash. He said he just checked out Jody's Corner, and they were saying that Ray is still a liar, and that it's all about Jason Momoa now. So Ray's claims mean nothing, only Jason's, even though they are the same.
I told you, Enosh. Did I say
Jesus.
Enosh? I told you they were going to spin it. I told you. Because that's all they got. They can't do anything else.
Oh, Jesus. That's
I told you.
You got to have the good old Captain Picard face palm just going.
The epic face palm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Legit, he's true. They're both saying the same thing, but one of them's lying now.
What?
I don't get that.
You know what it is? Because they're looking at their talking points from when they start making stuff up. Because one of them's always lying, and one of them's trying to defend the other and tell the truth, but it doesn't ever work out quite right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is like, you got to be kidding me. That is so stupid. That is.
But they have to do that because that's their bread and butter, trying to spin things, trying to please their audience. That's all they have. What else are they going to do? What? Tell the truth? Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, some of these people, man, you just the inability.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Tube Dude has had some great comments. There's Jody Spruce Goose. And I don't know. I don't know if everybody knows what the Spruce Goose was. Do you guys know what the Spruce Goose was? That was
Howard Hughes' big wooden airplane that could never fly.
Yes, and I knew that because I grew up in Vegas, and it's like Final Resting Place was in Vegas. I don't know where it's at now, but it used to be out at the airport, and you used to be able to drive by and you would see it. And so, like, I remember going by, and my grandma always telling me, "That's the Spruce Goose. That's the airplane that won't fly." And it's
Except for the Rocketeer, he got to fly it.
Oh yeah. Or Al Capone's vault,
or where Jimmy Hoffa is, you know.
Robert De Niro killed him, right?
Oh my gosh! But I did want to see. Amparo brought it up. Oh yeah, okay, because Ack said, what does accountability look like? What is the company's policy for abusing employees? And so that's a good question too, because how far does this go? How deep does this go? Are there other things that need to be brought out? And I love it. Amparo says, Ray is fighting for the right and fair work environment. And and it doesn't matter, folks, if you're cleaning rooms at a hotel. It doesn't matter if you're building a car. It doesn't matter if you're working at a 7-Eleven. It doesn't matter if you're an actor on the set. And you're like, oh, they're actors. What are they whining about? I don't care if you're an actor. I don't care who you are. You deserve a good working environment.
Yeah.
You deserve to be able to do your job to the best of your ability in a positive working environment.
Absolutely.
And folks, anybody who's had a problem with a boss, you should be supporting Ray Fisher.
Yeah, I've quit so many jobs for being quote unquote toxic. So it's like when you go home hating everything, and obviously that job's not for you.
Yeah. And you also deserve, if on any said job you have some I guess I could say complaints, or you have some legitimate things that you find wrong with it, you should be able to talk to somebody above you about it and not have it be ignored.
Well, yeah, that's what HR is for. I mean, supposedly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Ray Fisher is literally fighting for the little guy, which is like, how often can you say that about an actor in Hollywood?
Right.
Very rarely. So Ray Fisher is actually a superhero.
You know, I've said that. I've said that over and over again. He is acting more like a superhero than anybody I've ever seen. Outside. I mean, seriously. Dana Steele, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You are awesome. Says Andy and Jody monetize toxicity with their Yay Fisher t-shirt line instead of doing the right thing by trying to clear up any misunderstandings.
They didn't really do that, did they?
Yeah, they did, man. They've got a Yay Fisher t-shirt and stuff like that. Now I want to and I know Oh, wait, hold on a second. Look who's back here for a minute.
Hey, sorry. Sorry,
I
I bounced. I did a little pre-record vid with Angus. Like, it's been a while.
Gotcha.
It's been a while, so I was like, okay.
So I want to point something out because I don't know is this still up? I know our friend Zeverfett. So this is the opposite of that. Okay, so because you gotta listen, your Jodies and your Andys, boy, they put out the Yay Fisher t-shirts, they put out the Reject the Snyder Cult t-shirts, all this negative stuff. Everything is negative. Look what our friend Zeverfett put out on this guy.
Yeah. That looks good. He's a model.
Ripped.
Look at that guy. Yeah. Holy crap. Who's that guy? Who is that dude? That dude's like right up there in your upper right-hand corner there. You see the real dude live. But look, this guy's wearing a G.
You know what we need to do? We need to
look at the back shot. Oh my gosh.
You know what we need to do, Enosh?
What's that, sir?
We all need to get the shirt, and then we need to do a nice stream.
Wearing the shirt.
Stand by Ray and say, hey, we're going to do this stream right tonight, Ray. And not put pressure on him, but just say we support you. That's all.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'll wear the shirt.
Does anybody have the link to that shirt?
I could find it.
Somebody find the link and we'll put up the link to this shirt. Because here's the thing, guys. This shirt is being sold not to go into the pockets of Zeverfett.
I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress. He gets nothing.
He gets nothing. He gets nothing. All of the proceeds from this shirt.
But you can buy another one of his shirts while you're at it, though.
I mean, you could. I accidentally bought 2 of his shirts that I wish I could send back. No, no, I did. I actually bought 2 of his shirts when I was coming back from Vegas. I bought like a handful of shirts from T Public.
Can we try that though? Can we try to do that? I want to order. Let's all order it this week sometime if we can.
Absolutely.
ACS already has his one up on us.
Yeah.
And then we'll all wear it together and do a special stream and say, Ray, we're going to do this to support you tonight.
As you know, Max, before you came in, I don't know if you heard Anthony, but Anthony was talking about, it'd be really cool once some of this stuff starts, calming down with COVID and everything is, I don't know how far away we are. And we'd have to figure out how far away everybody is from each other, but to do our own little convention. Can you imagine us all doing a stream together, all in the same place?
Oh, yeah.
We got to go to Kansas or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Like all this meet up somewhere.
Superman used to live there. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I got
there it is.
Look how easy it is to do the verified charity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's buttons.
I know. Imagine that.
Where is it?
Imagine that. Now, does anybody actually have the actual link? Can you send me the actual link and copy it and put it in the private chat?
I could. Copy
it in private chat, and then I'll put it in the stream. So anybody who wants to go get it can get it.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing I'm probably the only one here who has it. The quality on that shirt is fire. It's made into the shirt, not screen printed, embroidered, or anything. Ooh. Like the shirt it's like a t-shirt material, and it's actually made into the shirt. So I don't know how they did that and made it look so good, but it's actually like, I'm serious. Like it's like made into the shirt. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's really, really well made, and it's comfortable and it's soft. Like when it came in the mail, I wasn't here. Matter of fact, it came in when I'm out of town last weekend.
If you got a little extra cash, get another something else.
Yeah.
Get something else from Zeverfett for doing that. That's real nice.
Yeah.
And the lounge too. But for doing something 100% charity, not everyone does 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he because he has one. I have no idea where he got his. His has the Under Armour's emblem up here, but I think he got his from, like, I guess maybe it was some kind of official stuff they released.
Well, he did it. He can buy him himself, but then when you release it to the public for them to buy it, they have to be real careful about logos and icons.
Yeah.
So it didn't. I think he said it didn't pass. Like, they're like, oh, you can't use that.
No. So he put the perfect. That's the perfect replacement, though, I think.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, who better to take a look at, like, how it looks on you? There you go. Look at that. There you go, man. It looks great. God bless us all. We should all look that good. I mean, I got a hold on, where'd he go? I got a similar hat, but my goodness, look at these rocking that thing, man. Look at these just got rocking the whole thing. Good Lord, man, and just making it look good.
He's on that Justice League training. That's what it is.
Yeah. That Justice League training. For sure. I mean, that's good. So you guys, absolutely go support that cause. Because look, that's a positive cause right there, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, I don't understand. Like, it's fine to have t-shirts, right? Look, like Max just said, you know, here in the lounge, we got a whole bunch of t-shirts. We got a bunch of fun t-shirts that you can have and you can buy and have fun with. We even have some fun ones that poke some silly fun. Like, we got the Zero Credibility t-shirt right now that we're really liking. And then we got to take 2 of these and Don't Hold Me Responsible in the Morning Salt Shaker waiting for Doomcock, right? Like, we got, it's fun. It's fine to have fun. But when you are legitimately going after people and just being like,
it's a cert exists to take something down. That's not.
Yeah, you know.
Just like, even though when I was against Disney Star Wars in my past, and there were shirts trending for that too, and I was like, at one point, you know, I was even thinking about doing a boycott shirt, but I've changed my ways. It's not worth it anymore. Be for something instead. It makes you feel better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, hold up! Now that you said Star Wars, man, no, didn't mean to interrupt you. Did y'all see that thing that Star Wars put out today on Twitter? It's like it was a little, like, small, like 3-minute trailer for.
I have not seen it yet. I got to see it still. So
it's for it's a game. I think it is.
Oh, the Squadrons game.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw this.
I got some new beef though. I got to announce here. That Nicotina's show, showing that Catwoman, was it worth it? Halle Berry maybe, but it got my whole stream demonetized. Warner Brothers got it like that. I didn't even show the audio. Remember that, Brian?
Yeah, no audio was shared.
Was it
nah.
last night?
2 nights ago, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's like, show this. I'm like, all right. I was like, yeah, you guys, and I did. Okay, it was worth revisiting.
The Catwoman movie?
It was a trap.
No, I mean, Halle Berry is
caught in a trap.
As Catwoman.
I can't go back because you shouldn't have shown Catwoman, Maxie.
Yeah, well, I blame Nicotina. Nicotina show.
Yeah.
No, I got to show you guys this. You guys don't know Bruce on the channel, maybe, but he's got an eBay store that he does custom Star Wars and other figures for me. He sent me a ton of them, and so we promote him stuff. So this is the General Akbar caught in a trap one, and then he just started making this. That's your that's your Doomcock action figure right there. So I love that. I told him like, dude,
he has to have little salt shakers.
Exactly.
He has to have an accessory.
As I said, that's his accessory. That's his accessory. But
grain of salt.
Kung Fu Action Group.
Look, you know what I'm loving about this? The more stuff that comes out, and we probably bring this. We've been like an hour and 43 minutes now, but I will say this. What I love more and more about the stuff that comes out is the more and more people who go with each new thing and go, yep, you know what? I wish I had been on sooner. Yeah. I have yet to hear anybody who believed Ray to say, oh, I don't believe this stuff anymore. Because Ray has been smart about this. He's winning people over. Even I understand people they want to be resistant
I
to it.
I was unsure how this was going to continue. You know, over this weekend, maybe I spoke too soon. Was I wrong? I think I was wrong. I was like, wow, this does change the game. Where do they go now? Now that Momoa is included in this too. He didn't just say I stand by Ray. He didn't just say that.
No.
He said we know about the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna say that, now they have to do something. Now they have to. They can't just ride this out now. They maybe could. They maybe could have, if nothing else came up or no one else showed their support, or it's just Ray. But now that he says we knows, what does he say exactly?
Right here he says straight up,
we were treated.
Yep, the way we were treated on the Justice League reshoots. He's mad because they tried to make it out that he was going to be Frosty the Snowman, and that they used that as a way to try to distract from Ray Fisher when he first put out the very first thing. And he says, look, this is a crappy way to distract, from Ray Fisher speaking up in the crappy way that we were treated on the Justice League reshoots. Serious stuff went down. It needs to be investigated, and people need to be held accountable. # I stand with Ray Fisher.
Yeah. So I mean,
there ain't no coming back from that.
And of course, I mean, Jason, he'll look at Warner Brothers and he'll be like, "What you gonna do?
Nothing.
Recast Aquaman. Go ahead, I dare you."
Yep, we're gonna go see that.
Nobody else is gonna work exactly. So, I mean, that's just Jason for you.
Thank goodness.
Yes, I mean, for real. Just think about him standing in front of Warner Brothers and looking at him and going,
"Nice try."
Recast
I mean, he's going next level too, Momoa. I mean, he's in Dune. He was in Game of Thrones. They're talking about possible Witcher series spinoff, which I don't know is true or not.
No, I've heard that too.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Aquaman 2. He made his last solo film, made $1 billion.
Yeah.
He like any hardcore action fantasy type series. He's thought of, at least. Like, can we get Momoa for something? I mean, seriously.
And Dune, isn't that a Warner Brothers property as well?
Yes.
Yes.
So there you go. So he ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
Hey, a special shout. I know Gob was on here earlier. Special shout out to Gob, Film Gob, for sharing the video tonight on Twitter. Thank you to everyone who shares it. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. Thank you to my panel tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for coming on. Glad you were able to come back, Max. We're gonna go around the horn. Look, we support Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
Look, that's the way it is. Look, and you're not going to convince me otherwise until you show me that the man is lying and that this is all for naught. I'm sorry, but the people that have come out over and over and over again now, like I said, we nobody reported this one last week, that the lady who played, the girl who plays Iris, that she came out and she says, I stand with Ray Fisher. She was in Zach's Justice.
Yeah, but I think that not that she shouldn't be taken seriously as well, but her scenes were cut and then she wasn't in the reshoots for Justice League.
Sure, but what I'm saying is it's more people.
Right, that I'm not saying you shouldn't take everyone speaking out, but this is the game changer. This is
that's what I'm saying. It's just adding. It's just adding at this point. So when you're just adding more and more, it adds to the credibility. Is what I'm saying. It's adding, like we don't see anything deterring from that. You know what I mean? We don't see any. I don't see anything pointing at something at Ray as negative.
Yeah.
At this point.
And the final blow is gonna be Gal Gadot when she actually outs Joss Whedon and all the bullshit that he did to her. After that, especially Gal Gadot, like she's untouchable. She's like top of the world right now. And when she speaks out her truth about what Joss Whedon did, it's game over for Joss Whedon.
Yeah, just think.
Do you think she will?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Eventually.
Just think about it as a match on Mortal Kombat. Once everybody else has spoken their word and put their statements out there, and it's
fatality.
It's finish him, and they're rocking Warner Brothers, and then here comes Gal with the fatality. Yeah. So I think that's yeah. I think she'll be the final blow. I think she will eventually, but yeah, they're gonna
Fatality.
be rocking. They're gonna be, how they rock back and forth. Finish him.
Finish him.
Yeah. So,
You looking at me? Like Vin Diesel staring you down, man. Like you looking at me?
All about family.
By the way, I gotta tell you, man. I love your that Superman thing you got up there in the upper corner there. I've got that exact same box. That you got. The big one. Yeah, the big one up the top. I got that exact same box in the exact same spot up in my office at work. Every time I see it, I was just like, I got to tell him that. But yeah. So let's go around the horn, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Master of None, Brian, tell us who you are and where people can find you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, my name's Brian Hill. I'm the jack of all trades, the master of none, and you can find me on my channel, the Master of None. Right now, I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break on the Star Trek videos because I got a little pissed off at CBS. But other than that, things are good, and I still like Lower Decks. I just don't think I'm going to promote it for them because they don't appear to like that. So
that's CBS for you, yeah.
Yeah, it's their loss, honestly. Yeah. So, and you can always see me here with Enosh or on Max's stream most of the time. So I get around,
Absolutely.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I didn't make you big. For everyone who wants to see Brian big, there he is.
I'm already big, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Brian gets lots of love. Cylon Scotty loves Brian, so we want to make
sure. I love Cylon Scotty.
And then I'll pull this guy over because now we can do that and make it look cool. So come on over here next to me, AC, and we'll put him up there. Where can we find you, brother?
You can find me on all social media at 2279ACS, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And then you just jump on YouTube and search for the ACS Universe. You'll find me there. And yeah, man, I stand with Ray Fisher.
Heck yeah.
We saw the proof. We saw the picture proof.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I always like having I got to have the truth at my right side because, like, the truth goes first and foremost, even on my channel. Right?
Well, you're on the right side of the truth,
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, so you know what? I just figured out how to do this. This is cool. Hold on a second. We can do this now. Like, because if I put you in whoever's in that upper left corner,
I gotta figure
you can
that
make
out.
them big. That's awesome. That's awesome
yeah,
because now when I go back here, like I can put Brian Hill over here. Sorry, this is a live technical meeting right on.
Or we could try to be a
Very
little
nice.
more focused on streams and be like, okay, it's your turn to talk.
So
I finally got a new holder too. Check this out.
This is sick. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
awesome.
Asajj Ventress saber is lit, dude. It really is.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, is that the Ventress one?
No, this one I got in my hand right now is this is actually my buddy's. He left it here. He left this here months ago.
That's a
because of
mistake
COVID.
at the lounge. Don't leave toys at the lounge.
It's now property of the lounge.
Now it's part of the collection.
You know,
When are you open your museum? When are you open?
Possession is 9/10 of the law, but
Yeah, right.
but actually, I've got my original Vader saber, and so that Asajj Ventress saber
Can one day, Enosh, you need to keep going on YouTube forever, and then one day make a museum, the Enosh
awesome.
Museum, the Lounge Museum,
the Poindexter Lounge Museum.
the nerd place for nerds museum. I don't know, something.
There we
You
go.
got your studio audience behind you. Your cardboard cutouts. It's like baseball and football. How they got the cardboard cutouts in the stands.
That's a slippery slope. You're gonna run out of room fast with those.
Look, that's the wrong guy. Hold on a second. I did the wrong thing. Look at him laughing at me. All right. No, well, that was a nice fade. Did you like that fade? That was a pretty cool fade. I like that.
No lady cutouts.
Real
Exactly.
quick,
Not yet.
Harley.
We'll get you a Gal Gadot.
I like that
Hey,
fade. Look at
real quick, Enosh. So
Yes.
when they're up in the top, I guess the other corner, this corner, all you have to do is hit the full screen, and it just does what it just did.
Yeah. So that's things like I had us all over here, right? I had us all over here, and then I just drag you over here to the top, and then when you do the one where it's like the big picture and then all the little pictures, it does that. Check that out. Check that. And then if I go to full screen, it does you full screen because it's whoever is up in the upper left-hand corner. So it's always going to be like that. And then I tried to do that. I don't know what that did. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, but I guess you know what? If I got something here, let me see this. Let's just test this. Yes, look, I can actually have you talking about that.
Wow, we can produce a really good show this way.
I know, right?
Gosh, we're all.
Not that our shows aren't really great as they are, but I'm just saying.
I know, man. This is awesome.
We're gonna make them slick.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, we're learning all kinds of new stuff right here on live. You guys are getting this for free. All of you watching this, you guys understand you're getting all this knowledge, this technical knowledge for zero for free.
Free content.
All right, free content. Okay, Truth, we'll put you back up there, bro. And Truth, tell us where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, you can find me at the Truth 31. I mostly cover DC content, whether it's animated movie reviews, news, and comics. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Truth 31.
That's right. The Truth 31.
Ain't that the truth?
It is the truth. It is truth. And then this guy right here, he's the master of all. He's the crazy man, the madman himself, Mr. Max. Where can we find you, bro?
I'll find you. I'll bring the madness everywhere on this team and shake the internet. Listen, this is a positive stream, so I didn't want to bring up. I recorded a video. That's all I'm saying. Go check it out.
Dude, go tell him.
After the stream, go check it out.
Tell us.
It's to go along with recent topics. That's all. That's because I want to keep this positive. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
And we'll put down the elbow when we got to put down. Yeah. We keep things positive, but you know what? We drop the elbow when we got to drop the elbow.
Yeah.
We're like,
I actually debate because I was also tired today, but this came up, the topic I covered, and then the topic you covered, and I was like, that's the more positive one. And then you were already covering it, so I was like, I'll just do the one I was going to do. You covered it great. Thank you for standing strong for Ray Fisher. You give us strength, Enosh, with the way you never waver with your Ray's telling the truth. Not that we said not that any of us doubters. I'm not exactly a doubter either, but we weren't doubting him, but it was you never wavered. You never wavered. And Ray, if you're watching, you might be watching. Give this man an interview. It'd be great. Yes. I'm sure it would do a great job. And I plan on getting my Stand by Ray Fisher shirt for sure. I'm tired of procrastinating for it. Yes. I'm going to order that. Zeverfet. That's a great thing that Zeverfet's done. This is and honestly, Ray kind of inspired some of us too. Sometimes I go, sometimes you have to pick your battles. And I kind of went into every battle, if you know my history on YouTube. But he's a smart man. Pick your battles, think things through, and I need to do that more for myself too. Yeah. I can't just jump into every battle. And then he really. Uh-oh.
Well,
the Dark Knight Rises.
Wondering why someone would shoot him before throwing him out to the plane.
I see Bane, but I hear the teacher from Charlie Brown. That's awesome.
That's great. He sounds exactly like him.
And it looks like him too. That's a great thing. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for showing your support for Ray Fisher. Thank you to all my panel, and thank you to everyone in the chat. You guys make it great. The viewers really drive these shows, these episodes, and I got to say thank you. I like I said, I am humbled. I am thankful for each and every one of you. You guys are great. And we're going to keep at it. Like Max just said, we're not stopping now. Like Ray has my full support. I'm fully in, guys. And I believe in what he's doing, and I'm going to stand with Ray until the very end. And now what?
Now you can stand with Ray and Momoa.
That's right. Now I stand with, look, I'll be in the middle of that. Look, I'll definitely be in the middle of that. If you guys didn't catch my, my picture for this stream, like I'm right there with him, man. We're gonna bring it all down, man. I love that picture. Ray's on top, just like, yeah, baby, yeah. That's my man right there, Jason Momoa.
That's a great photo. He is.
Oh my gosh, and so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of you guys. Thank you, Silent Scotty. You're awesome, man. You guys are fantastic, and I'm thankful to everyone who supports the channel, everyone who watches the videos, and sticks around because you know what? I'm humbled, and I gotta get this thing out of here. Get this picture out of here. Okay, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of you who take the time to come to my channel and to come to these guys' channel and show support, because without you guys, we don't do it. Like Anthony said, otherwise we're just talking to ourselves for an hour in a room, right? So, I mean, if we do it on here, I guess we can look at ourselves for an hour. But if there ain't nobody watching, then there ain't nothing else happening. And so thank you guys. You guys really make it, and we're grateful for all your support. All right, guys. Well, I think that pretty much speaks. I'll go over and watch Max's video that he's got up. People are already supporting that. It says Slam Max.
I tried. I'm a little sleepy today. I'm not the usual. I'm not the intensity is not there because I got like a long day at work. Woo!
Oh,
but I still have.
So we want to link the panel. They want us to link. So can you guys just real quick in the private chat just throw up your links to your channels, and then I'll post those real quick so they'll be in there, and then we will call it a good night. But yeah, and then also don't forget, guys, to go to buy Zebrafet's t-shirt. All the proceeds from this go 100% to charity. And so that's what we want to do. We want to support that. And it's a good looking, it's definitely a good looking shirt for everyone here. So let's see who we got here. We got, first we got Mad Max. So if you guys, go over and check out Max's channel right here. There you go. You can go subscribe to him. We'll support Max. Right, Matt.
I appreciate it.
Max right there. Over here, we've got right over here. We got Anthony coming up. We're call him ACS, right?
Ooh, that's a hot video, Max. I want to check this out when I'm done.
And then so we got that. We lost the truth. He put his thing up there, and then we lost him. That's how the truth hits hard, man. The truth. Oh wait, he's back.
That's what he has to say and then leaves.
the truth is hard, man. The truth nails it, and then he's gone. Oops, no, I spelled all that wrong. So
and anybody in the chat, if y'all looking for some more live goodness after we end this thing, Dawson's live right now doing his cheerful chat Mondays. So if y'all want to
check out the Four Nerds.
Oh yeah. Check out.
Is Bane allowed on cheerful chat Mondays? I think you should find out.
Sometimes.
Have you seen the bat? That'd be
great. Shout out to my friend Bud in the chat room. Good to see you, man. And good to have you on here, man. But Bud is the original bass player in my band. He started the band. And awesome. So he's retired now. He's doing his own thing, and he's having fun. So go subscribe to everybody. Go show some support to everyone, because they all deserve it. Everybody here is working hard to bring you guys good quality content and to keep you guys entertained, but also to keep you guys informed. And that's a huge part of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we keep each other informed, that we support. So people are subscribing. That's good to see. You guys be seeing me. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Until next time, my name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Vet. Just saying, you know what? Just know that your fandom matters, that your opinions matter. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, that the things that you like don't matter, that your opinion doesn't matter, and that you have no say. Because you know what? If you stand up for what's right, if you do what's right, you're not always going to be appreciated for it. You're going to have people come against you. You're going to have people try to say that you're a liar. You're going to have people try to misunderstand you and whatever. But you know what? Let all those people go hang out at the corner, because they got no place to live. They got no roof over their head, because they got nothing to protect them from the hailstorms that are coming down when the Lord of the Seven Seas and the Cyborg himself starts dropping bombs on them. Because we're going to be in a nice place right here in the Justice League, ladies and gentlemen. Right here in the Hall of Justice, in the Poindexter Lounge. I feel like the Poindexter Lounge is like that. Is like the place like in the atrium of the Hall of Justice. We're just like right there. We're all with all the fans. We're with the fans. We're with the heroes. We're with everybody, and we're just showing our support. So hey guys, stay nerdy. Stay doing what you do. And we will see you next time here in the Poindexter Lounge. And remember, no matter what anybody says about you, you will always have a place here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, guys. Man, I had that video so lined up. Here we go. Until next time, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.